guys, welcome to P Cubed, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians.
Today we have a song from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. This song is from David P. Thank you, David P, for your support and for your song request. This is a long song by Peter Frampton. It's not actually that long, it's 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Do you feel like we do? And he sent us a link for the Midnight Special. So it's a live performance. I am excited to actually listen and watch this together. I have no idea about the song or the singer, but it's from 1975, so I know it's from 70s. That's all I know. And I'm guessing it's like a rock song from that genre. And that's it. That's the extent of my knowledge about this video. So I would say let's just go ahead and get it started. It's longer, and I'm guessing there has some instrumentals sections in it, or I'm just hoping maybe because it's just longer. But let's see where we can find like the end of the sections to go to.
And now once again, Mr. Peter Frampton.
So let's just pause here. I think that's the first verse and the introduction. I love the introduction, honestly. I love that how it started just unison and the keys, and then I think the other guitars picked it up, and then in the meanwhile he was just like filling out some chords. I think that was just a nice, not too long, but a nice introduction. And so far I don't know what's happening that much. I was just so big focus on the instruments. So I would that's all I wanted to say about the introduction. All right, so let's go ahead a little back. So let's just pause here. I think that was a good amount to realize what's happening in the song story-wise.
Yeah, and I have to say that I really loved the solo part, especially the idea that they were like, okay, we will do this kind of theme that kind of we played it also before during the song together with the keyboard one time, and then the real solo will start. And I have to say the solo was really, really interesting. And other than that, I really love how the music part is really going on its way, and then the singing part also in its way, but it somehow really makes sense, because if you really listen to the music, especially the guitars, they sometimes play some really interesting figures, or but really it doesn't make any sense with the music, you know, with the melody that the singers are singing. Not make any sense, but
Yeah.
it doesn't match, or it doesn't, you know, it's not similar.
Right.
That's the word I wanted to say. But if you listen it as a whole, you're like, oh yeah, it definitely makes sense, and it's also making something really cool. So
Yeah.
that was really
One thing that
interesting.
I realized so far, I guess that with the part that I said, do you feel like whatever, that's the
Yeah.
chorus, and that was interesting that um they repeated it so many times. Like especially toward the end,
Yeah.
after each two like phrases that they would say, I was like, oh, okay, back to chorus. I'm not sure if that's, I don't think that's the full chorus, I think that's just the beginning of it, but I like that how they go back to it. I don't know if that's a state of being hangover, because he was talking about he doesn't know what's happening, like what happened last night. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe it's not that deep, maybe I'm overthinking it a little bit, but I'm thinking, oh, like maybe that's how they remember things, like kind of like vague, and then things like repeat in their head. But that's maybe not, maybe they just thought it's cool, they just put it there. So here I don't know what's gonna happen, because I feel like at this point I feel like the song could be done. So honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm guessing instrumentals coming, but I might be wrong. So here, go a little back.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel like we do? Do you feel like we do? Do you feel like we do? Do you feel like we do?
Okay, let's just wait here and then there's another section. I don't want to break any of the flow that was happening here. It was very surprising. The moment that he started, like kind of it got a little bit quiet and it was just him, you could really see, I mean, you could see before that too, but you could really see how charming he is on the stage, because it was just him, and then just by himself he could just entertain and, like, I don't know, like present, like have a complete performance by himself. It was very interesting to watch. It was like not a single moment I was like, okay, that's it. Right? It shows that how being a performer should be, because even if it's just you with no band, you gotta be able to kind of put on a whole show. I loved how animated his face was. Before, when he was also playing the guitar as well, you could really feel that he is like moving with every phrase and every note. And then even in here, when even he had the I guess this is like now we have like a different technology if you want to create that, but maybe back then that's how you had to do it. So even in that moment, he was really, and so even with no music, you could really feel all the like emotions that is going on and through his face and his body. So I think that's one of the things that like made him very charming on the stage, because you could really feel everything in all his cells of the body.
Yeah, you could really see his passion to music. It's always really inspiring to see some people that has a passion for something. It's not only like that when you have passion for something, you make also more beautiful stuffs, or you make something like more thoughtful. But also just to see somebody has this passion for something is also just on its own is also nice. And you could really see that he really loves music, and he is really passionate to show you how many things he can do. And as he was playing the solo, the second time, like the last time that we were before you paused, I remembered Ren a little. It reminded me of Ren, because I remember that once I said that even if you take the guitar from Ren's hand, I could really believe that he is making this with just his body. The music just comes out of his body, because his body language and what he does with his body is like the guitar is the extension from his hand, but for him it was his mouth. It was like I could really believe that the sounds of the guitar was coming out of his mouth, and he was like singing it. Also, he is the singer of the band, but it was like he was singing the guitar, the instrumental part, and also the part with the I don't know, the thing that he brought with the interesting
Alien
sound. I really loved that era, that people would really put effort and experiment some stuffs and they were open to experiment some stuffs and bring new sounds or new like everything. And also it required even more like creativity back then, because right now everything is digital, and it's like with the computer you can create every sound that you want in a second, and there's also like hundreds, thousands of already ready sounds like that. You can just use them and make a mixture or something.
And I love the audience here. I don't know, they were so cool, because the moment he was like clap, they were clapping, but then after a moment they were just like sitting in silence. I feel like they were like savoring every moment of being there. I feel like it would be so cool to be in a show like that. All right, so here we go. I think the last section of it. Wow, that was so cool. I love that we listened to honestly, I was a little, I was like, should we listen to this live version? Because I mean, we hadn't heard the song before, but I'm so happy that we actually listened to the live version. I feel like the audience and his performance, and also the other band members' performance, was unmatched. I don't think you can get that in the studio version, even if it's cleaner, even if it's like better sound quality. I loved every moment of that, because you could really see the passion, but it was not like, oh my god, so much energy. Like, it was not like a really crazy song, but you could still hear all the passion and the joy in the audience. You could really see that they're really like having a good time. And he is having a good time like performing. I feel like he was really like, I don't know, like enjoying like doing all these different things. It felt very comfortable for him to be on the stage, and I feel like that the audience can also like see that if you are like just trying to like do certain things, but then you're not really like really in it. But I really enjoyed that. I never heard their name before, so I'm now invested as always
Yeah.
to learn more about them. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I find the structure really nice. I mean, I don't know if it was really common in that era, but in my ear, like it's like that there is a singing part, and then there is if they want to have a like long instrumental part, they put it in the middle, and then again the singing part comes. But it was such a nice thing that they did. I mean, it was really interesting to hear that the singing part was at the beginning, and then it ended completely with the. I mean, it wasn't complete instrumental, because the thing that he put it in his mouth and was singing with it was saying some words, you know, but you know, like it was like instrumental. And then the fact that they had like 3, I think, guitar solos, or like I don't know, it ended completely with the instrumental. I really liked this. I was also, it took me by surprise, because after the solo, the last solo, I was like, or even the second solo, I was like, okay, now it comes the singing part again. But it didn't, and it just finished with the instrumental.
That's true. I'm not sure if the actual like the studio version was like this or that, but I really honestly, it was surprising, but in a very good way, because you couldn't feel that, oh, you're repeating, like, so every moment was something new for you, but at the same time it was cohesive, because in the middle section, when he was using that thingy, the box that he had in the bottom, he was still using like the chorus parts or like some of the melodies, and also at the end they integrated some of the introduction motifs into that solo. So it really felt like one big song, very cohesive, but at the same time like something new, kind of like variation of those things. So it was very, very cool. Yeah, so we are interested to explore more of Peter Frampton. So if you guys have other suggestions for us, please let us know. Maybe we can do like a studio next time, just to balance it out, just to see how different it is. But yeah, thank you, David, for suggesting this song for us. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It's totally free, but it will help us a lot. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.